All right, good evening, folks, man. We're here tonight, and we're at a big track. We go from one big track to another big track. We went from Daytona last week. We're here to Auto Club this week for the Clean Racing League Truck Series here, presented by Ghost Athletics CRL Podcast. Tonight, we got the Burn It Down Podcast. This is our sponsor. You see the logo right there. And, Joshua Altus, man, and his other man right there, Ross. Those two guys do an outstanding job. 100 laps here on Auto Club, and they go from a track to where side by side, tooth and nail, man. It's all drafting, and it's a lot of luck involved in it, to a track to where track position is going to be crucial. And I talk about the Auto Club effect a lot, and tonight will be no different. What's up, Patsy? How you doing? What's up, Eric? Man, how are you, man? So it'll be no different here tonight as we're getting set here. These guys, man, are qualifying right now. Let's see who's going to actually put this thing on pole here tonight. Like Jordan Trask, as of right now, has got the point. If anybody can knock him off. What we're going to see a lot of is track position, tire wear is going to be non-existent really tonight. You might could get away with two tires, if you tried. You could try it. So, I talk Auto Club a lot. Unfortunately, with this track, it is problematic when it comes to being primarily position oriented, and that's, lack of a better term, it's kind of sad, so to speak, but I'm not sure if anybody else. We're going to just wait a second here and see if somebody knocks old Trask off the top here before I pull him up. What's up, Eric? How you doing out there, man? Had a good run this past week in the ARCA. Trying to see if anybody else is out here, maybe trying to make a go at it. Curtis. Got a good field here. Not bad. I like it. Right at that 30 mark. That's a good number field here tonight. I'm almost safe to say it's probably going to be Trask putting this thing here alloyed. So let's bring him up. I don't think, man, Harding could. Give him just a second here. Patsy out there, man, is pulling for, you retracted your statement there, Patsy. So you're going for Dusty. Would you change your mind? You're not going for Dusty anymore? Dusty had a fan club, and then all of a sudden, guess what? He don't. He's done. Actually, Dusty Martin's not out here this week. I'm not quite sure. All right, let's bring up Jordan. Jordan, join the booth. You got a copy?
I've got a copy.
Well, man, looks like you're on the pole here tonight so far, and I speak about Auto Club probably when I reference a lot of other tracks as the Auto Club effect, really meaning track position is really, really king here. How are you feeling in the truck, though, tonight?
Yeah, honestly, I feel great. I love this track, and with us running 100% fuel, I think if we get long runs tonight, you're definitely going to see more tire wear, so I feel like track position won't mean as much as it maybe did last season. So you might see a lot of comers and goers throughout the runs, but that's entirely dependent on if we have a clean race or not. So overall, just starting in a good spot, and hope to keep it clean and get to the finish.
Oh, absolutely, man. Definitely starting up front. And that's what I'll say. Starting up front at this track probably is, crucial to do. But, hey, good luck out there, Jordan.
Appreciate it. Have fun. Enjoy it.
Yeah, no doubt. There we go with Alloyed Man himself right there, Jordan Trask. All right, looks like we're about to close the door on qualifying here, folks. And, Trask, I hear this a lot by drivers, and they always come up and they always go, Yeah, I think tire wear is going to be good. I think tire wear, but then the race comes out and it's really position oriented. And I guess I'm having to kind of explain every race. And, you know, hey, the drivers know a lot more. They're out there racing. And Eric, you race a lot too. You're out there watching. But I do see, and I look at a lot of what times are. And that's what I go off of, a lot of what kind of times does it take to catch another one, and et cetera, in the distance. And because there's no doubt that new tires will always be faster. It's just a matter of the benefactor of the tires, so to lack of a better word. You know, I'm a fumble bubble words, you know me. Will they benefit you more than to stay out? And a lot of times Auto Club brings that about. Now, although iRacing does do changes, they do switch. The thing about this track is it's just not raced on anymore. So, unless the change is done towards the truck, there's no changes that are going to be done towards this track. It's pretty much going to be the same now forever, since they don't run Auto Club anymore. Actually, this track has been torn apart. It's supposed to be a lot smaller. That's the plan anyway, in real life. I actually would have to, I need to actually go and just check and see maybe what the status is out there as we're closing up qualifying. Well, I do appreciate everybody out there, man, tuned in. Thank y'all. Here we go. Got our grid here tonight. Let's look at it. Jordan Trask going to be the man out front. Ghost going to start there in second. Ghost having a good start tonight. I like that. Parker Collins, the defending series champ. Didn't start off too well at Daytona for him, but hey, tonight he can turn it around real easy. Evan Kinney right there, lone winner, starting fourth. Scott Simley up in the fifth. Starting out there, man, six. We got Gaston Dyer starting seventh. Joe Spinelli there in the eighth. Caleb Smith starting ninth. Ross Tatum in the 10th. Mulaney starting 11th. We got Justin Curtis. He's there starting in the 12th. Let's flip it on over here to the 13th place spot. You got Joshua Altus. Bobby Mantle starting there in the 14th. Joshua Gillian there in the 15th. Bob Stevens 16th. Oh, well, Will Bustler in the 17th. Moyer there in the 18th. Hostler in the 19th. Charles Van Scoy 20th. Paulie Torrance there in the 21st. Nathan Brown 22nd. Ricky Harden, he's in 23rd. And Jamie LaRock there in the 24th spot. 25th, we got Doug Jones. Bradley Murphy in the 26th. Danny White 27th. Chris Smith 28th. David Prosiski 29th. Old Fred there in the 30th. And Navari. Nassar. He's in the 31st. I butchered his name. Hey, here we go. We're getting set to go green flag. Let me hear who you got. Who's your favorite drivers? Ten's mom. Good luck, son. All right. Good to see mom out there. I like that. He's actually starting really well. 17th, not bad start for him. So it ought to be pretty good. Is tonight Spinelli's night? I would love to see Bradley and the 18 have a great night. Well, Spinelli's been on a pretty good consistent roll. I don't want to say Daytona don't count. But to me, Daytona just don't count. It's like one of those races. What's up, T-Mac? Kyrie. Well, Kyrie's starting 11th, man. The paint scheme is nice. Well, we'll have to check out that paint scheme. You said the number 2? Who's the number 2? Oh, well, Kyrie's number 2. Okay, I got it. We'll get set to go green flag here, folks. Pace truck's going to drop off. Now, obviously, here at the first, Auto Club's about going to be like at Daytona is. They're going to be stacked up side by side. They will get a little bit, spread out as the run goes on. But, it is a big track. It's a 2-mile track. So Auto Club's not short, not small. Green flag, we're racing tonight. Clean Racing League. I like to see old Ghost win one up here, man, with Kenny. I see some of the old veterans out here, Already going a little wiggly and high. Hold on to it, Trask, man. Ghost goes way up the racetrack. 4 wide for the lead. Hold on to your drawers, guys. Whoa, Ghost says, you don't see me, I skinny through that one. Here comes Collins and Trask. I told you these starts were wild. They're 3 wide in the back. Man, I thought we left Daytona. Not yet, though. Ghost out front leading it. Kenny along with him right there. Curtis up front. He slide up into the turn. Still 3 wide, about mid-pack right there around 7. That's the 11 machine there, man, of Scott Simley. He's smiling right now. I don't know if he's smiling right now. He's probably a little nervous. That's the 29 down low there. Curtis, who's up top. Gasson. Still 2 wide, 3 wide. Buckle it up, boys. Got some 3 wide going on back here, too. About 15th place spot, Mantle. Actually, a little further on back. Actually, we're there with Hostler and Company, I think. Gillian right there, yeah. Moyer. They're 3 wide. Pressing the issue back here, trying to get through the field. Somebody got Legos back there. Oh, that's Gillian. He got the Lego machine. Still 3 by 3 in the backside here, around about 18th, 17th place spot. Everybody trying to fish around and see what kind of position they can get. Meanwhile, still out front, man, Ghost got this thing on lockdown. Got a little bit of info, man, from our main man, Joe Spinelli, here tonight. Past winners last season, obviously Parker Collins, he just dominated everything. Ricky Harden, time before that, Jacob Grant. Ghost won this in season 17, so he's familiar with being in victory lane. Harding has the most starts here. Actually, no, he don't. My bad. Terry has the most starts. Harding has 2, 3, Trask has 3 starts, 7 for Terry. Okay. Still a good race. Let's look up front, though, man. Jordan Trask right there, man, with Kenny. Collins is still right there along with him. Remember Collins, man, he came out here and just won everything. So you said check out the paint job here on the 2. Check it out. You got Pac-Man. I like it. KSM Production. All right. What's KSM Production, by the way? Go to ksmproduction.com. I guess I can just go to ksmproduction.com and find out for myself, I reckon. What do they do? What exactly do they do? Do they play Pac-Man? Because that's Pac-Man on his truck. I like that. I like that truck through there. That's nice, too. That's Kenny. Woo! Right now, getting up front, man. Ghost trying to protect that lead. Right now, behind him, though, man, Parker Collins, they are still stacked up. Heavy. Trask falls back into the 4th place spot. You got Simley there along with it. Okay, if I looked up the right one, KSM Productions. Oh, I like that. Okay, so y'all actually do like weddings and videos and editing and stuff like that. Man, I like that. Okay. Or actually like photos. Oh, okay. If that's the right one. Okay, yeah, I was like, okay, so it is the right one. Let's go, Parker. Everybody out there, man, screaming for Parker. I got you. Right now, it's all Ghost up front. Kenny's trying everything he can. He's down low. Don't kill Kenny. Oh, Smiley. Here he comes. Old Scott Simley. Missile Command. What about Galactica? Yeah. Pitfall. Frogger. Oh, a little contact. Hold on to it there. Is that Gaston? Gaston already up 2 spots. He's coming through the field. He's blasting up through here on the inside. We got a race right now. We're out here talking video games on a video game. Uh-oh, I just made everybody mad on iRacing. Oh, well. Y'all be all right. Go cry in the basement. You be okay. Right now, this is a duel. Collins on the outside. Gaston on the inside. Right in front of them, got Kenny. Right behind him, you got Tatum. Tatum, another one you got to watch out for. That man came out of here his first 2 seasons, won the championship, said, I am the man. He came out throwing some muscle around. He's wanting to get back up there in those winning ways and get another championship. Why not? Yeah, it's a game. I know, Eric. It's a game. Even iRacing calls it a video game. Oh, Lordy. Oh, my Lord. Got coached out front. Simley right there behind him. They're going to single file. This is kind of what happens. You'll be 2x2 for a while, but after a while, you're going to kind of get single file here. Then you'll start seeing a kind of a cluster type of battles. Joshua Walsh is moving up through the field a little bit here in the third. A track like this could... Well, I don't really think it benefits a very conservative driving style. You've got to be that mix, I think, between conservative and aggressive. I talk about that a lot, too. Because you can't be too conservative or these guys are just going to walk away. And then by the time you do come in, you're not going to run them down in time. So, Spinelli hanging tough. You're right. He's right there in ninth, right in front of the man we're talking about right now. One of the title sponsors of that Burn It Down podcast. I appreciate him coming on board with us here. Thank you, sir. Oh, 10 into this one. About to close it out here. Battle up front, though, Scott Simley. Man, I'm going to tell you what, Scott Simley made it there to the end in the, fighting for that championship last season. I think it's a guy, he could be a dark horse. You better watch out for him. See Kenny right there behind him. He's got a front row seat to that battle. So I'd watch out for Simley. He could be a guy, man, that could sneak up here and boom, take it from you. Plus, he likes smiling. And he's got goats on his truck. So, hey, who don't like goats? You ever seen those little baby goat commercials? Yeah. They're going to get me off on something else here in a minute. Chris going to come up here and shoot me in the booth. By the way, where is Chris? He's the boss man. He's back here at 26. He's got a nice looking green machine out there. And then we always got to say, Fred, man, I love Fred's mentality, man. Just goes there and just races and has fun. He said, you know what? I don't care, man, if I don't win everything. I come out here and I have fun. I just like being out here, man, racing. And I like that. I like that about old Fred. Good job. Chris done a great job here in the league. A little battle going on right there in front of Lane Hostler, though. And see, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, Bradley Murphy has made some waves up through the field early, up 12, but there's really not a lot of people. You don't see a lot of guys just coming through the field like gangbusters, and you won't. Yeah, they'll make up some stuff going through the field, but it's going to take them a little bit to do it. And that's why I say this track is so position-oriented. You see Murphy right there. He's got the something electric cherry. Who the heck is that? Electric cherry. What in the world? What the heck is that? That's must be some only dad thing. Oh, contact! Truck on the wall! Bustler, caution out. Collected to 74, we saw it. Oh, Moyer. See what happened here. Unless he got into 18 or 18 got into him. I mean, he's just got plenty of room. Oh, he goes right up there and they just got contact. Spotter didn't tell him he was clear or truck outside. Wow. Contact. First caution of the night, and Parker Collins takes the lead. Woo. Collins said, I had a bad race last week. Not happening this week. All right, what we got? Do they pit? It's only 15 laps in. Oh. I mean, I guess if you're in the far back, why not? 20-some position. Hey, heck yeah, come in, get some fuel. I don't know if you get tires or not. Maybe 2 tires. Yeah. What do you think, Eric? Oh, okay. I thought it was some Only Dads thing that they were giving away cherries or something. I don't know. I mean, who knows with those dudes? You know, they're rated mature for everybody. You know, not everybody, but rated mature. All right, I was wrong. Everybody coming on pit road. He said, heck with it. Well, a couple guys stayed out. I ain't sure the fuel running. Well, they're running 100% fuel. That's what Trash said before the race. They're running 100%. So I'm going to go on a limb and say, with this being a 2-mile track, 100. Whew, there's contact right there. 35, 40 laps, maybe 40 laps. I'll say 40. 40 to 45. What do you think, Eric? I'm going to say 40, 45, 100. I could be way off. I usually am. I believe they probably could take a 50. I'll say they probably could take it. How's that? You know, bring that man up here. Hang on just a second. Where's he at? Where he at? Down there in Goat Racing. Goat, man. Scott Simley. Scott, Joe in the booth, you got a copy?
I got you, Joe.
Man, look. Hey, I say, man, Scott's Smiley. You got to be smiling right now because you're looking good so far.
Yeah, it was quite the battling out there. We're going to get eaten up here, but we'll just kind of roll the dice and get off sequence here a little bit and see what happens.
Well, you know, I talk about Auto Club a lot here, and, you know, I speak about how track position usually is, you know, very crucial at this place. So, I mean, we'll have to see how well those tires and how long it actually takes them to get around y'all here just in a second. This will kind of dictate what you do at the end of the race.
Yeah, I really think we're going to get eat up pretty quick here, but we'll see.
Right.
But, you know, this track's pretty rough on tires, but we'll just see what happens. I just like being off sequence sometimes, and we'll just see how it works out.
Hey, there you go. Well, man, good luck out there, man, Scott.
Thanks, Joe.
There we go. You know, and that's the second one right there. Arca Wednesday at 80% is around 32. So I'll say my 40, 45, 40, 45, somewhere in that area. Okay. Actually, I almost might be 50 then. You know, that's twice. And unless they've done a drastic change here on the truck. Usually tires are not that crucial. I mean, Van Scoit didn't look like he didn't put tires, but he did put 2. I mean, let's look and see just how much Evan can. I mean, Parker Collins really don't count. That guy could come through the field with no tires. A hoverboard. Either way, pace truck's in. So we got. I think it's going to take him at least. He's spinning the tires like this. Here comes Collins. Here comes Kenny. Look to the outside. I think it's still going to take a little bit, but I don't know. You know, maybe these guys know something I don't know, man, here. Maybe the Auto Club effect has changed. Now, I will say this. On this defense here, normally when I say tires don't really matter and track position is crucial, is you have to have a substantial lead. I mean, if the lead is 3 seconds, 2 seconds, then yeah. They're not running you down on the tires, especially trying, you know, looking. But I mean, here on a restart, yeah, they're right there on you. You can see, man, Parker's right there along with him. And that's 79 of Trask right there glued to his back door. And who in the world? Who told Caleb Smith to come up here, man, and break the party up? Good grief. He shot out of a cannon, came to the outside, said, hello, boys, how you doing? I came to play. Trask runs it to the outside. Here comes Gillian. Well, we'll just have to change our mentality a little bit on what we think about the tires here tonight. I'm still going to stand by my statement, though. If you've got a big enough lead, though, will these tires be that crucial? But, man, what a run by them two guys up there. Collins trying to hold off Trask. Trask trying to hold off, man, Smith. Smith trying to hold off Kenny. Here comes Gillian. He's got Legos. It's more like, man, one of them. His truck actually, instead of Legos, actually looks like that fruity gum that lasts for like 3 seconds, the best 3 seconds of your life. Or Skittles. Parker Collins slides up the track just a little bit. Well, and I'm going off reference of old. And I'm hearing what these guys are saying, and I don't want to go different because obviously right there you see. What I want to see, though, is if somebody actually is way out front and what it's going to do. So, you know, how those tires are going to be. I mean, right now, hey, two tires are looking like king. Yeah, two tires might actually be pretty good. I think Van Scoot just took fuel because he's actually falling back way big right here. You can see a lot of the guys who actually didn't pit falling off the pace, like Scott Simley right there along with him. How much does the tires actually fall off, too? That's another thing. And what are the fall off on the tires? You got Collins up here, but this track also, you know, so much about, you know, momentum and draft. A big track. 18 Murphy with a run. You ain't lying, he is. He pitted too with those guys. Ooh, Gillian in the wall. He slaps a little bit. Got White there behind him. Nazir. We're just going to say Nav. How's that? We're going to go just Nav. He's up, man. 8th place. Dyer right behind him. Well, all the guys who actually took tires and moved up to the front, Ross Tatum, the first one that didn't take tires, kind of falling back. But again, it's just like Scott Simley said, want to be off cycle a little bit, maybe a little bit of, you know, strategy. Plus, it's also going to let us know how far they can go pit-wise and whatnot. I like it so far out here. Great battling throughout the field. I mean, we got a lot of hustle. That 3 wide back here, man, it's not what old Simley wants to be in. Stevens right along with him. Curtis right there. So a lot of these guys here did not pit. Some of them did just for fuel here in the back. How many sets of tires do they got? Tonight they got 3 sets, so it's the first set down up front. Boy, it benefited Caleb. Benefited Murphy. And Nath. And White. And Chris Smith, too. They're up 18, 23, 21, 22 spot-wise. Collins there with him. Look at Smith to the outside. Going to try to see if he can dig and get home here. Every little bit that he's got. Closing in right now. You got Kenny there with him. Smith. Murphy right along with him too. So we got Caleb right along there with Murphy. white. Some guys taking a little bit of higher line. Sometimes taking a little bit of like kind of a lower middle lane. Not quite sure which lane's kind of dominant right now. They both looks pretty good. I'd maybe say that lower line looks just a tad look better. Danny White running right there, probably about middle pack. Love Legos. Okay. Looks like Skittles out there too, you know? This is the way that front. It reminds me of a Juicy Fruit gum. Or is it the Juicy Fruit that is? I don't know. It's got the one that's got the giraffe or something on it. The chewing gum, you know, it lasts for like, 3 to 5 seconds. Tastes great though. This is what it is. Kind of fanning out a little bit here, man. It's 28 there, man, of Dyer. Still Collins up front. He's got Kenny, man, breathing down his back door. Man, he's going to push him down through here. Superior. Caleb doing everything he can. They can use the draft. Stevens and company back here battling around about the 13th place spot. Well, hello, Mom and sister. Della and Sharon. I hope I pronounced Della right. I hope that's right. Della. How are y'all? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Good race so far. I like the family members out there tuning in, by the way. Watching their favorite driver, man, get it done on the track here. It might be a virtual speedway. These guys, man, race viciously, just like anything else. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. So far, it's all Collins up front, though. And Collins has had this thing, man, purely on lockdown right now. Right now, it's a freight train amongst some of the best up front. Collins, Smith, Trask, Kenny. All them guys right there, man, running it. Looking good. Auto Club here tonight. Clean Racing League, man. Presented by the Burn It Down podcast. Right there you go, folks, man. If you want to check them out, I think they're on YouTube and Spotify. Go to cleanracingleague.com and get you the information that you need. Get you up to speed on everything. Oh, no problem, Eric, man. Sure. We got to shout out to Mom and who'd you say, your sister? Okay. Maybe I can get her, man, and get you right on the track sometime. How's that? Murphy battling right now with the 79 of Trask on the outside. Now let's see, their last laps are 42.9s. The guys in the back that did not pit, they're running 43.0s. So it's about a half a tenth to a tenth difference between them with those newer tires and our. And this is what I'm pointing out right here. I think this is exactly what I was trying to get at, is lap times. Parker Collins just ran a 42.94. The first guy that actually, scratch what I want to say, because Parker Collins is just he's a bad example to use. He's too fast. Kenny ran a 43.02. 43.26 is what Curtis ran. He was the first one with no tires. And you go back to Altus, who had no tires. He's a 43.19, so about 0.2 difference. Actually, that time they all were about the same, really. I'm going to say, unless you're right there on the restart with someone on a caution-wise, if we get into green flag scenarios with these tires, that's where you're going to see, split up a distance and so forth. Now we go back here to Tatum and Simley. They're marred back here. They ran a 43.64 to well, Collins 43.26, which is what? 10, 20, 30, 4/10 off. What do they have to do now to get up front? Why I'll never drive a truck. Oh, you don't like trucks? I got a Ram in real life. I like my truck. I don't drive it much, but I like it. It sits and looks pretty. How's that? Ooh, hang on to it back there. So I don't know what Simile and them in at this point. Because, yes, they're going to have the advantage when they come back in tires, but now you can suddenly see the fall off of the tires. Are they going to have enough of an advantage to catch up? Because now they're 10 seconds back. Can they make 10-second gap up? And this is what I talk about a lot when I say the Auto Club effect. Las Vegas the same way, by the way. Well, I like Ford. I'm a Ford man. It's why I really. But when I was looking for real trucks, I couldn't find one in my price range, and I found I wanted a single cab. I wanted the 8 and all that. I couldn't afford it, so I found a Ram. Ram was my second option. Anything but a Chevy, let me just say it that way. Ram was my second option. I found one single cab, has an 8-speed, got the V8, got 392 in the rear. I'm happy with it. I like it. It's awesome. Good to go. And it only had 52,000 miles on it. There, that was another. But anyways, I'm a Ford man in racing and everything, so yeah. And now the Toyotas up front, man. Parker Collins, Kenny Smith. I ain't got nothing against Toyotas. Real life, you drive a Yoda. I ain't got nothing against him. The Trash sitting back there in the fourth place spot. He's trying to he's got a little battle. I think he's trying to take that spot away from Caleb Smith for the moment. I got a 2016 with 52,000 miles on it. So it did have a warranty, but I didn't. Well, the warranty's done. Actually, I didn't run the mileage out because I've only got 64,000 miles on it. I've had it for 4 years now. I don't want to get way off the subject here, but yeah. Best-selling trucks, man, for how long running those Ford trucks? But I do like the Rams. I mean, personally, I like Rams. So. I'm more a performance person, not about towing when it comes to trucks. I like performance. And right now, I will have to say the 5.0 Coyote single cab with a Whipple on it is tearing the streets up. But anyway, that's the streets. Not racing on the track right now. Colin Smith's going to kill me up here. Kenny. I guess it translates to racing, though, man, on the streets, what people want to buy. Now, on the simulator, though, all these trucks and all these cars, pretty much, it's just a nameplate. They're all pretty much the same out here. It's just what you want to drive, what you feel like driving that day. Betsy out there, man, got a look like a dude drowning. Single file. Let's go look for their own bag, man. There's Kyrie Mullaney. That KSM machine. Riding all alone right there in 10th place spot. You got Torrance right behind him. Curtis there along with him. Bob Stevens and company. Our Spinelli. Now Spinelli did pit with them, but he hasn't made up the he hasn't made up the ground. $3 a.m. in Belgium. Is that where you're from? Belgium? Now, wait a minute. Your national day is today. Okay, well, happy National Day today. Now, wait a minute. Did you just say you were pulling for, who are you pulling for? Wow, Belgium. And we got them all over the place. I hear you. What do you think about that, Smith, Chris? Altus and Smith back here, too. Now, Smith actually pitted himself, too, in here, and he's lost ground. For some reason, I don't know why. He was up front there for a while. Hey, what up, Tom? What's going on, man? Hey, Tom, man, I said last week, boy, you know, our thoughts and prayers are out there to you and the family, because I know old Eric out there, I was talking to him. I wanted to get the message to you, so, you know, still got the thoughts and prayers out there to you. A16. Oh, man, I hear you. Well, welcome in from the U.S., from Belgium. All right, I like that. Heck yeah. Well, good old Chris Smith right here, man's the man. We got Lane Hostler sitting in the back part here. And, you know, Auto Club right now, though, and got a lot of big... Again, I don't know what these guys are going to have to do, and, well, right now we're about to see. They're coming on pit road. Let's get an idea when they had to pit 42. Remember earlier there, Eric, we were talking about pit strategy, 42. We had that there. Oh, no problem, man. Tom, man. And we talked about when they could come in. I said lap 40, 45. Well, we had to factor in that caution. So it looks maybe 38. Somewhere in that air area. Maybe around about 38. Now I want to see, what they're going to be able to do. I just think they're going to be too far back. I don't know what the game plan needs to be for these guys. See Collins up our man doing the snake effect, trying to break the draft. They're trying to get a little draft off that lap car. Sees Kenny right behind him. It absolutely does. The internet, man, makes everybody connected. Get to talk to a lot of people throughout the world. So they just went around Ross and them. You'll probably see Ross and them come back by them. That's Jeremy Moyer. They came around. Parker Collins still leading this one with Kenny right there in second. You got Trask holding up in the third. Caleb Smith there in the fourth place spot with Danny White fifth. Old Matthew Dyer there in the sixth and Bradley Murphy up in the seventh. Joshua Gillian still holding strong after that pit stop he had. In the eighth place spot, there's Nav. Don't ask me how in the world to say his last name. I have no clue. Mulaney trucking along there, man, in the 10th place spot in Torrance. So, you know, we go from a track last week. There was a lot of side-by-side, a lot of action-packed. Everybody bunched up to a track here that's more, you know, yeah, they're on top of each other, but it's more the track that you're going to have to be like, yeah, what kind of strategy do I need? It's a C, not K. A jokester. You're a jokester. It's a C, not K. What are you talking about? So it's Kyrie. Mulaney. What y'all talking about? All I know is Nav. Oh no, I have to get Mulaney up here one day and talk to him. Maybe if we get another caution, I'll get him up here and talk to him. Dog in the background going crazy. Just calm him down. Good old Cookie. He likes to race too, by the way. Eric. What I said, Eric. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, Chris, man, guy out here, man, from Belgium. He's talking about he just had a test session in Austria on an AMG GT3 with two nice U.S. guys at 6 a.m. Man, that is awesome. Oh, Tom spells it with a K. So I pulled for Eric Jones. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it could be the same. Eric. I mean, kind of sounds the same. Eric Anderson. Oh, I see it. Are we supposed to say Reese Anderson? Is that how we're supposed to say it? I'm going to start calling you, hey, Reese. Colin's out front. I love GT3 cars, by the way. Past GT3 racing, man. I follow it some, along with V8 supercars, by the way. Right now, good battle going up front here, man. Kenny, White, Smith. They've got kind of a breakaway here to the 6th place a little bit. With almost a 2-second gap there between them. They got Dyer and Murphy. You got Gillian. Nav right there along with him. He's about 4 seconds back. He's got a pack along with him right there too. Mulaney's in that one. You got Altus, Stevens, Cole Spinelli. Curtis. Ghost found himself far back here in the back. Off the pace due to that. I know when we talked to Simley, he said he wanted to take the pit stop and be off cycle. I think that off cycle might have hurt more, because I go back to, and I know we've heard it tonight, oh yeah, tires are matter. I still think these track positions matter a lot. Oh, okay, break as late as possible. Hey, you know what? They have some road races coming up here too with these guys on the sim. And, I talk about, brake fade, and I talk about braking late. You don't see that a lot on like an oval track. Like a track like this here, you're really not using the brake all that much. Very, very little, unless you just get maybe a run on a guy in front of you. You might, maybe gently hold it down, drag the brake, so to speak. Here it's more like you're just kind of letting it drift. But there are some tracks where they do lose a lot of brakes, but when they go to like road racing, especially Watkins Glen, somewhere like that, Canadian Tire is another one that the trucks go to a lot. And I talk about the brake fade, and I talk about how you have, kind of like, set those corners up, set the apex up. Right now you see the 79 there, Parker Collins coming up on the lap, traffic. Who was that? That's the 87 of numbers different. That is Collins. I thought they were coming up on the lap car. That's not. Never mind. The Trask right there behind him. Lost my mind there for a second, folks. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, and it is. I mean, it's, I talk about iRacing a lot, and to me, it's one, it's real estate without spending millions of dollars to go real racing. Yes, you can spend a lot of money in sim racing. A lot of these guys out here have some outstanding equipment. I know Eric probably has like, $100,000 equipment at his house because he's rich and whatnot. But I mean, you can spend a little bit. I'd say the average is going to be around about $1,000 to kind of get started by the time you buy a rig. And then if you just buy the entry level, which now you actually can get direct drive wheels for around $500, actually around about $300-400 now, pedals and all. But even if you upgrade, to me, pedals are probably the one thing in sim racing that will make you definitely help you out the most. If they run up on Joshua Altus here. Yeah. He won. Hey, don't count man old Caleb out. I'm going to tell you what. He been fast. He is fast. He's right there. He won last week. I mean, he shot up there, held on, won Daytona and ARCA. So he's off to a good start. Now you start to see some of these guys on those newer tires. They're getting their lap back. That's a Ghost, Tatum, Simley. Colin's still in control of this one. We're past halfway home. I know they would love to see a caution probably right now. What's up, Brianna? Go Gillian. Love the 10. He's having a good run right there in the 8th place spot. I think it was smart on his end to get that track position. I will say for him, especially Murphy, Danny White, the call to go in the pits for track position really has paid dividends. Oh yeah, North of good V8, heck yeah. Boom, boom. Has paid highly dividends for them. I mean, you got to look, Danny White up 24 spots, Murphy up 19, Nav up, 21. So I go back to what I said earlier, track position. Now, I mean, Smith, even though he's come up here, he's only up 5 spots from what he was. But 5 more than what he had to worry about. Now they're on pit road, okay? The leader's on pit road. Might be a little earlier than I don't know. Pitted at 15, it's 56. That's 41 laps, Eric. So that puts him in the window. I was saying 40, 45. So that means, ooh, they're going to be close making it the rest of the way. You know, it's like classical music. I hear you. They pitted at lap 15. They're going to be close to the end. They're going to have to almost push it, 43, 44 laps. They might end up having to save some fuel. That's another thing about auto clubs, just like Las Vegas, just save some fuel. There's no way. If there's a green-white checker, you're going to have to pit. There's no question of that one. They're already sitting right now. I mean, you got Jordan Trask. He pitted at lap 15. He's staying out. Now you see Matthew Dyer pitted at lap 15 coming in. At 58, I mean, you've got what, 25, 35, 45, 55, which is 40 laps. So 43 laps is what Trask has went right now. So we know they can go 43 laps. I think they can go 45. But it does look like Trask might be saving a little bit of fuel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he clutched it right there. He's clutching. Yeah. Coming on right now, though. But he clutched it. We caught it right there on him with that last one. I think Trask was saving fuel to stretch it. I think the ones that are going to be close here is Collins at lap 55. He came in at lap 55. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, they went to the digital dash. All of them went to the digital dash. Yeah, they got away from the true analog stuff. The only one like that's the Xfinity car. So the only one out here left right now is Joshua Altus, which we know he likes, and you can see right there he's clutching. So he's counting for green-white. He's looking to go one more time. Pinelli. Okay. Hostler in the same boat along with Brzezinski. They're all coming down. So they all took the same strategy. They can make it all the way. They can. Thatcher has no soul. The only thing I'm going to give Electric credit for, here's the thing, is the takeoff power. All right, that's it. But I'm always going to be a V8 man, so it don't matter. It don't matter. The one I'm really curious here, though, it's got to be Collins pitting at lap 55. Yeah, Tatum and Ross are right there. They're going to have to pit again. Without a doubt, Ross and Simley are going to have to pit. Collins is going to have to save some fuel. Caleb might have to save some fuel. I got a Mustang at home here. You got V8 in it. Well, my truck's got a V8 in it. There you go. I don't know. Now, what I am seeing interesting here, though, is we talk about these tires and how the advantage is. Got to talk about advantage. It looks like there is a pretty huge advantage right off the bat, but they're falling off very quickly. We saw that in another track. I forgot which one it was, where you had such a huge advantage. I think it was Dover. And then it was like, I don't know, 8 laps. Boom. Gone. There you go, pass. See Caleb, man, coming up here. He's going to go around Tatum and Simley. So right now they're about a second faster. Caleb a little bit faster there than Collins. Collins still got that 1.9 second lead out front. I'm wanting to see how quick those tires fall off, because we saw them there before. That's the smell and shake. That don't sound right, Eric. Smell and shake. Good Lord. My lawnmower smells and shakes. So is it fast? Good grief. Oh, don't blink out, Caleb. Kenny right now holding up strong there in third. I'm just curious of when these tires might start to fall off. There's Ricky Harding. Guys that haven't benefited from these pit stops right now, Charles Van Scoit. You know, we talk about the guys who have moved up to the front, but you got guys, man, who's actually dropped out. Curtis down 18 spots. Moyer's down 11. Bustler, unfortunately, down 11. Who else? Yeah, those are the biggest ones. Spinelli down 9. It's not bad. Yeah. Hey, Joshua, that seems like a skill issue. Man said iRacing didn't give him his tires, ripped him off. Well, said you had a 15-second pit stop. I guess you had to go back in, though. Oh, well. You'll get there, man. Up front battle. Smith under fire by Kenny. Here comes Kenny for the second place spot. Collins still leading this thing out front. He's trying to pick up where he left off last season. Won a championship, dominated about every race in the regular season. He won this one last season. He's trying to make it back-to-back. CRL podcast. Check them out. YouTube, Spotify. Go check out the cleanracingleague.com. Just appreciate our sponsors out there, man. Go SimFit coming on board. Savage, man. Grant's Creative. All kind of great sponsors out here. And now you start to see Caleb, man, fall off a little bit. He's down to 43 lap times and down to where Tatum and him was there in the 59s. Hey, bad. I don't know what they're going to have to do as far as, you see Jordan Man Skinny is way in there. Now, he pitted lap 58. Remember that. Keep that in mind. Him and Altus, they pitted 58 and 59. They don't have to pit again. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Collins probably is not pitting again. Probably not. He can sit right here, maybe draft a little bit off these guys. He can save a little bit of fuel. He'd have to run it quite as hard. He came in at 56. He might not have to. Not sure on Caleb's part. Trask definitely at 58. I think he's okay. We know Tatum and Simley both are going to have to pit. You see Murphy right there going around them. Yeah, they're going to have to pit again. Fuel saving favors 94.91. Absolutely. Well, no, it don't. 91, it don't. 91, Ross Tatum, he pitted at lap 41. He's got to pit again. Fuel saving actually benefits Trask and Altus. Altus pitted at lap 59. Spinelli also pitted at lap 59. But Trask pitted at lap 58. There you go, those two. So, yeah, Tatum pitted at 41. Well, historically tonight, it's not going to help Tatum. I mean, history's not repeating it tonight. Not with him pitting at lap 41, there's no way. He would have to go 40, 50, 58 laps. Ain't happening. It ain't happening. Now, if Tatum and Simley can go the distance, without saving massive amounts of fuel. I don't even know if they could save enough fuel to go that far. That's 58 laps. 58 laps. Now, a caution, I don't know. I don't even know if they could do that. I mean, Joshua Altus went to 59, and he pitted at 15, so 25, 35, 45, 55. He only went 40, 44 laps, 45 laps. You're talking. I mean, Eric, man, I mean, you, man, give me some of the stuff, man, that you got going on over there. Mail that to me. I don't know. But they are on the same, now him and Simley are on the same game plan here together. If they short pit again, which here's the thing you got to also think about. You want to be able to make that pit stop early enough to where you got enough time to catch back up. So I'm going to say any time between now and lap 80. And that gives you about 20 laps to go here to catch back up. You know, you're going to go a lap down going in. Plus, you don't have to fill it all the way up. That's another thing. You don't have to go full. You probably go 3/4. But you only got about 20 laps to go. So a little over half tank. Maybe 3/4. So pit stop's not going to be as long. Help you out a little bit. I mean, Parker out there is going to be the one I'm really curious on. Kenny's going to be close. They came in at 55. You're talking they're going to go 45 laps. Altus did it. Trask was there. Osler went the same. Brzezinski. They went 44. So I don't, 45 could do it. He's going to have to save. Good news is that they have a 3-second lead between them and Caleb. So they've got the time to save. Oh, absolutely. I mean, and this is the fun part. Obviously, a caution, you throw the books out the window at that point, and it doesn't matter. They're in a good spot right now to save. Especially Kenny. Right, well, there you go. That's all I needed to see right there. He clutched. So they are saving. So that tells me that Kenny and Collins are not coming in. And you can see he's almost on half throttle. He's breaking throttle. Now, Collins isn't clutching. But he's also breaking that throttle. Watch the RPM, see right there. Kind of letting it slowly go up. Kenny clutch. Collins is kind of using the more of light on the gas pedal. Yeah, right there. See, he tapped the clutch. He's saving. What about Caleb? Caleb's in the same boat as them up there. That's right, it does. Caleb not really saving any right now. He must be planning to come on pit road. Kenny's not planning to come. Not sure about Collins yet. I know Tatum and them, they're going to have to come on pit road. Who else is close? Nav. Or the Goblin Girl. I hear you. He's not hitting it either, so. The only one right now really kind of saving anything is him. You see him right there tapping the clutch. Kenny can play the fuel mileage game. Why not? 23 left in this one. I still say Ross and Scott probably need to come on pit road about now. So that way they're not too far back. Which that's why I'm not in the truck. So there you go. Oh, Collins on pit road. So wow. Leader on pit road. And if I'm Ross and Scott coming in the next time here, I'm coming in. Wow, this is huge. So now this begs the question of what's Kenny and him do? No, we don't want no cautionary. Be quiet, go home. Murphy's on pit road. Wow. Well, it won't matter now for him. So all the guys that pitted with 55 laps are coming on pit road right now. If I'm Tatum and Simley, I'd get my butt on pit road now. The more they stay out, the more it's going to hurt them. Altus can make it. Spinelli, Hostler, and them can make it. We know Joshua can make it. Tatum and Simley on pit road, that's expected. We know they can make it. I think Dyer can. He pitted at lap 57. Spinelli can make it. Oh, somebody's spinning on a... Oh, no! Mulaney. Oh, crucial mistake. I talk about mental mistakes all the time. Hostler can make it. Stevens, LaRock. I think a lot of those guys can make it. And Kenny, with the lead he's got, he can save enough, I think, to make it. And I just... Wow. Caleb on pit road. So, the only one up here that's still pitted at lap 55 that is not pitted yet is Nav. Rest of them pitted at 56, 58, 59, 57. And I feel like they can go the distance. They're good. Yeah, they're clutching. They're going the distance. Wow. Fuel strategy. Love it. Altus might get up here and have a good run here tonight. Give him a third place. He's clutching. What about Kenny, though? Here's Kenny. Kenny's the less of the bunch here. He's got a 7-second lead. He could give up some time. Trask is not going to catch him on speed. Not speed alone. Well, he's not clutching now, so maybe he figures he's got enough. I don't know. They got the telemetry. We don't. Whew. Well, this is where, man, it just gets exciting. You never know what's going to happen. Obviously, we can throw the notebooks out the window if caution comes out, but wow. Hey, man, what was the song they had? Girl, you know it's true. Yeah, there you go. And that was a good song. I don't care if they was lip syncing, because half the artists nowadays, they be out there doing auto tunes and lip syncing themselves. So, really? I mean, go figure. Crucified those guys back in the day, but nowadays, man, everybody does. Wow. Kenny out front leading this one. He's got a good lead over Trask. Trask on speed alone is not going to get him. Altus, though, with that pit strategy, is going to come out here with a good finish, though, I think, in the Burn It Down podcast machine. As long as a caution doesn't come out. Yeah. I played drums back in high school, but that was a long time ago, back in the ancient days. Nav is the only one who pitted at lap 55 still out here. Right on board and see what he's doing. Whatever he's doing it right. Not saving fuel, though. Okay. Oh, Kenny on pit road. Are you kidding me? He's going to hand the lead over the Jordan Trask with 14 to go. So, somebody up here up front has got to have enough fuel to go and last. Oh, boy. Joe Spinelli's licking his chops. He's going, gimme, gimme, gimme. Matthew Dyer up there in the third. Now, Spinelli, don't hit the wall. Now we're up here talking about you. I mean, there's no barrels up there against the wall. There's no reason for you to be up there. I mean, that's on pit road. Spinelli done good all race long. He got to get up out of the wall. Maybe he thought he saw a barrel. I don't know. Who knows with him sometimes. Spinelli. That's his nickname. Jordan Trask. Now I'm kind of sweating on this one to see. Collins. Yeah, you see Trask has slowed down tremendously. Oh yeah, he's saving. Trask saving. Why not? He's got a 5-second lead. He's got a 19-second lead over Collins. Collins not catching him on speed alone. I mean, even though he's way faster. Not with 13 laps to go. I mean, this race right here, I mean, come on. This is like goosebump thriller here. I mean, this is like, you're sitting here on the edge of your seat going, all right, who's going to make it to the end? I mean, Trask right now, he's saving fuel. You got Altus right here. Let's go on board with Altus real quick. See what he's got going. 26 miles to go. You got Joshua right now. Let's see if he clutches it right here. Yeah, he's clutching. So he's not going to catch Trask, even with his 4-second difference. Dyer, who pitted at lap 57, he's the least of this group. Let's see if he actually has a 6-second over Spinelli. See if he clutches this time. Yep, he's clutching. What about Spinelli? He's clutching. Collins is like, I ain't clutching. Now, Collins could catch Spinelli. And he could catch Dyer. He's only running a second faster, and there's an 8-second gap between them, which means if he keeps going a second a lap, yeah, he could catch Dyer. Catching Altus is going to be the other one, though. That one's going to be tough. So the top 4 drivers are all clutching and saving fuel. Collins is the only one not. Wow. Go figure. Absolutely. So the distance, if we look at time, I mean, you're looking at Trask running 44.20s, 43.65. Collins is running those 42.8s. That's over a second. Now, that time it was close to just a second. But there's a 14 gap between him and Trask. And 9 laps to go. Collins would really have to step it up. I think he can catch Dyer and Spinelli. He's going to catch Spinelli, no problem, right here. There's no hope that Spinelli holds him off. Unless he wrecks him. But I don't want to see that, and Chris will be mad. So there goes Collins. There is a chance that he can run down Dyer and get up there. And I look at this. The nurses say you got to go to bed. Hey, I don't blame you. Tell them there right now you're trying to watch this fuel mileage race. So I don't think... I was surprised by Collins pitting. I really was. But I can kind of see it now because the top guys up there pitting at lap 58, 59, 57 are all clutching. Even at 55 was going to be a long shot. So the pit strategy just not going to play out for him probably to win unless Trask runs out of fuel. That is the only scenario I see Collins winning this thing. If Trask runs out of fuel. Oh. Talk about a head scratcher. They're the only dead guys down there. But he's still saving. But he's in no... I mean, with 7 laps, he's in no dire position. I mean, right now, Collins ran a 43.03 to 43.78. So there's not a second difference between them. There is that time, but... The one that might have to be worrying here is Altus. I know there's an 8-second gap between him and Collins. Yeah. I'm going to say Dyer. He's going to catch Dyer. But Collins is probably going to get back up to 3rd here. That's true. Why pit early if you have to clutch? That's true, Eric. I mean, I'm with you on it. Why? You know, why would you? Although Collins is probably one of those drivers that probably understands that he knew he probably had to pit anyways, and it probably wasn't going to be, if somebody stayed out, it wasn't going to be the winning move. He's still going to come out of here with a very good finish. He's going to come out of here with 3rd. I mean, there's nothing Dyer's going to be able to do. Dyer's going to have to save. Collins is not saving. I just don't think he's going to have enough time to run down Altus. Kenny, man, go around old Caleb. Caleb's still having a good run tonight himself. Oh, David Brzezinski having an outstanding run, and watch out back here. Running 3 wide. That's Tatum. The 18 machine. Murphy. I think Tatum and Smith, you know, they knew they were off cycle on that pit stop earlier, which, you know, Smith even said earlier in the race he wanted to be. I'm watching this one close up here. What I'm really watching is right here, is this 6-second gap. That's a 6-second gap. He's not running a second faster than Altus. That's what I'm saying. Those tires fall off real quick. And what do we got? 4 to go? 3 to go? 3 to go? Yeah, he's not catching Altus. But he's going to get 3rd place. Unless these guys run out of fuel. Let's see if they're still clutching. Are they still saving? He didn't clutch that time. What about Trask? Trask is actually behind somebody. He actually could save a little bit now. He actually could run behind this guy here. He's still saving. He's making sure he gets it. Why not? I don't know if he don't watch it though. Altus gonna sneak up here and take the lead from him. I don't think Trask realized that Joshua Altus is not saving fuel anymore. And with 2 to go, Trask might want to just think about, you know what, I might need to put me and this lap car in between us. White flag, well, no, he's just going to run out of time. But man, I thought there for a second, what a run. Maybe give it another 2 laps. And well, these guys would have ran out of fuel in those 2 laps. But Trask right there with him. Altus would have needed 1 more lap to catch him. Collins way there, but Collins is going to still have a good run here tonight. Fuel strategy, Auto Club style. Out of turn 4 for the final time. Jordan Trask wins it on pole. Comes back here tonight. And the pit strategy winds it up and wins it here. What a finish to this race. Very good race. I love it. All right, let's bring him up here. Get a word with him. Parker, Joe, in the mood. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Man, I tell you what, we had a good dominating truck tonight. Just one of those auto club type things. Fuel mileage and the pit stop strategies fell the way they fell. And was there anything at any time there at the end? Because I really thought maybe if you'd have saved, you might have been able to go. Was there any time you thought about maybe staying out and seeing if you could make it?
Maybe. I feel like I would have had to start a lot sooner than I did. I'm sure Jordan had probably been saving for the majority of the race, and I was up front a lot, so I was kind of burning up more fuel than everybody else. So I was just not in our best spot to really try and play that strategy. I felt like the strategy that I was on was going to be a good shot, and I kind of thought it was going to work out a little bit better than it did. I'll definitely take third place after last week.
Oh yeah.
It's nothing else I could have really done. By the time we kind of saw it trending that direction, it was kind of too little too late, and especially with all the laps that we led. So I'd definitely take top three. Glad to carve up through the field there and gain a bunch of spots. I think we were like 40 seconds back when we came out of the pits in the last stop, and we ended up 7 back. So it was pretty fun. One
other thing I noticed here, because I talk about auto club effect, and like we're looks like track position is usually king. The one thing I did notice here tonight, it looked like tires really were a good advantage to a certain point, and then they just drastically fell off or kind of neutralized.
Yeah, I feel like at the beginning of the run, they really, really fell off, and kind of at the end of the run, they neutralized. I noticed me and Josh were starting to run pretty similar lap times, and he had been out there probably 20 laps longer than I had. But I don't know I know he was in that fuel saving camp, so I don't know what his, how hard he was pushing that whole time, because I was pushing pretty hard, just trying to get as close as I could. But yeah, the tires were really, really huge. I think those guys that pitted, or I guess stayed out that first caution, were kind of at a disadvantage just because they had such old tires and everybody just gained so much ground on them. So I'm definitely glad that we didn't go that route, because I thought about it for a second. But yeah, it was a really good race. Glad we were able to bring them up podium finish and get some momentum going for the season.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like I said, the momentum, getting it going, try to defend that championship you won last season. But, hey, good finish tonight, third. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, just shout out to all the Only Dads boys for everything they do. Put this team together, get it running. One of the best teams in the series. Huge shout out to Chris and everybody on the admin team for putting this on. You doing the broadcast and everything. Friends and family watching, and of course my beautiful wife.
There you go, Parker Collins, bring her home at third tonight. Let's bring this guy up here, Joshua. Join the booth, guy.
10-4, Joe. I got you.
Well, man, I tell you what, kind of one of them auto club type things, and you got up there, fuel mileage, man, up front. At any point, did you feel like, man, I don't know if I got enough? Do I got enough to stay up here? And at what point maybe did you think, this is the right strategy?
Yeah, I was joking with the guys pre-race, and I said, I've run enough of these things, Joe. You've probably broadcasted enough of them that I'm like, what's going to happen these long races, man? We normally get a caution, right outside the fuel window, and then it's split strategy, but it's always a tough decision because if you come in and take tires and then let's say you get a caution 10 laps later, then you're down a set. So I've learned that I would rather have to make the choice later instead of at the beginning. So I decided to come in, and we were right outside the window, and I think we had to save like 3 laps to run or something. So I did a really good job saving the first stint, and then I had to. The hardest part was I came out and I didn't have anyone around me, so I was just by myself. And when you do that, obviously you run a lot, burn a lot more fuel. So I felt confident I was going to make it. I was kind of flip flopping on my number most of the last run, and I elected to come top off, and Jordan did not. And I thought that was a good decision by him because he only hit pitted before me, I think one lap before me, and he was able to hang on to that lead draft and save a good amount, and he just had enough of a gap that he could really kind of back up to me at the end and still have enough. So credit to him, he did a good job, and I'm fortunate and happy that our strategy worked out. Just came up a little short.
Hey, but it's still, like you say, man, strategy nonetheless, and it got you up here to second tonight, and sometimes that's what you got to do in a race like this, what you said, because a lot of times you just never know. Sometimes the speed just don't pay off. But you got up to second, man. You got anybody want to thank for a good finish?
Yeah, as always, got to shout out you, Joe. Great to see you back on board for season 26. I can't believe we're in season 26, man. It's crazy. I was telling Chris, I was like, I joined in season 18, so this is my 8th or 9th season already with CRL, which is hard to believe. So looking forward to another fun season. We had an unfortunate incident last week at Daytona. We got, for lack of better terminology, we got ASPAT coming to pit road, and I had to make the decision to keep rolling or wreck, so I kept rolling, and it took us out of a good finish. All our teammates finished in the top 5 last week, and I think I would have been right there with them. So that's super speedway racing, though. It's kind of a wild card, so did not get a good finish last week, so it was important to come out and get a good points night tonight. You want to stack up those points early on, so that way you're not playing catch up. So obviously want to get the win, but if I can't, happy to get a P2. Got to shout out my S&B boys. Got to shout out Chris and the whole admin team. Really cool to see how far CRL's come. And then last but not least, got to shout the Burn It Down podcast. This was the Burn It Down podcast 250 tonight.
Yeah.
Man, I really wanted to win it for our sponsor. So just came up short, man. But anyone listening, go give us a listen. We're on all your major platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcast. It's myself, which is my alter ego is Ricky Allen Jr. on there, and Ross the Boss Tatum. So go give us a listen, man. We love talking all things NASCAR and just being a couple goofballs. So go give us a listen. We'd appreciate it. And good start to the season, and I'm looking forward to next week. Try to keep it going.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. Joshua Altus, man. Again, congratulations on that second, Joshua.
Thanks, Joe. We'll see you.
All right, man. Well, let's bring this guy up here. I know he's happy. Jordan, join the booth. You got a copy?
I've got a copy.
Well, man, on pole, got out front, fuel strategy saving here. I mean, which is kind of typical sometimes how this place goes. But, I mean, was there anywhere in the back of your mind, man, am I going to be able to save enough and stay up here?
Oh, yeah, that one was really close, Joe. I ran out of fuel crossing the start-finish line and kind of sputtered it around the backstretch, and then eventually Joe Spinelli gave me a push back to the start-finish line here. But that was a close one. I was about half a lap to a lap short, almost that entire final run. Managed to back it off a bit. Joshua Altus got really close to me, but just wasn't quite enough for him. But he put a great race together, and Parker was flying through the field. I could see that on my relative, too, behind me. But just not quite enough time for them, and was able to just time it perfectly there at the end.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, like I said, good outstanding there. I saw at the end where you're saving. I mean, we were out here just calculating. Me and Eric, man, he's out there talking in the chat, and I'm out here calculating up, like a little calculator on what it's going to take. I knew you probably had enough to make it, but you're going to have to save. Like Altus there, though, at the end, wasn't having to save as long as you were. But do you think maybe helping that draft there at the end maybe kind of helped you out a little bit?
Yeah, I had a teammate there who had just pit, and he came out in front of me there for the last 2 or so laps. And I was just able to get a little bit of draft, and I think that managed to help me get to the line. Because if I had, I don't know, a quarter lap less, I think Altus would have had me there because he was only, 1.5 seconds back right at the finish. But
Yeah.
It was close. That's my only two wins in this league in the regular season were both fuel savers, and it's great to get one this early in the season. It's definitely the first for me that I've got one this early. But it's a really fun race, and Parker was a rocket coming up, so I think it's going to be a fun battle through the season with all these guys up front.
You know, and you said it right there. You know, sometimes, man, you know, it's always great, man, to say, hey, look, I'm the fastest guy on the track. But winning here in this series and winning on the track is winning no matter what. You know, how you get it done. You got it in victory lane tonight. Definitely had a fast truck, but you had to use that strategy too. And sometimes that's what pays off, and it paid off for you. Got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, first of all, Joe, thank you for the broadcast. Can't wait to watch this one back. I'm sure it was definitely a lot of fun trying to follow the strategy around. And a huge thanks to everyone at CRL and Chris for putting these races on. It's a lot of fun to run them, and it was super excited to come back from the off season and start off the season with 2 podiums here. And lastly, I got to thank SimFits for the sponsor this season and sponsoring a Clean Racing League. And anybody can get their merch from simfits.com.
Well, there you go, Jordan Trask bringing her home tonight. Folks, man, like I said, Auto Club, it came down to the fuel mileage, and I love it. Some people don't like that, but hey, that's part of racing. You know, you'll have some fuel strategy, and sometimes you won't, but we're going to leave it here tonight, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. For myself and everyone here at the Clean Racing League, have a good night.